Hello everyone, welcome to my new YouTube channel. Today we're going to be making a very simple dish called salmon fettuccine. It can be done in under 10 minutes. So if you do not have the time to cook, this just may be the dish for you. So let's get started. You need about 100 ml of cream, some fettuccine, arugula, olive oil, about 100 ml of wine, half a red onion, a sprig of dill, and of course a good piece of salmon. The beauty about this dish is that it can be cooked on the spot with minimal preparation. So what you want to do is to get a pot of water boiling first as you prepare your other ingredients. Okay, we're going to be preparing our ingredients now. So let's start with the red onion. We're going to be dicing up this red onion. So some people like it fine, some people like it chunky, who cares? Just cut it up the way you want it to be and let's move on. Through the magic of video editing, the onion is diced and ready to go. So let's proceed with the dill. It's very fragrant herb suitable for fish and seafood. You just want to use the leaves and get rid of the stem and give the leaves a rough chop. And done. Quite a simple process so far. We're done with the onions and the dill. And the last thing we want to do is to dice up the salmon. We have a nice piece of salmon over here. And the first thing you want to do is to remove the skin. Do not leave the skin on the salmon as you're dicing it up. If you do that, you should be ashamed of yourself. Alright, so make a small incision on the skin of the salmon and drag it downwards as close to the cutting board as possible to remove the flesh from the skin. And that's it. Just dice up your salmon into bite-sized cubes and we are ready to cook. Alright, and we are ready. So let me go grab my portable stove, do a little bit of cleaning up and we can get to cooking. Alright, the water is boiling, the pan is ready. Let's get to cooking. First thing remember is always salt the water in which you're going to boil your pasta in. There's nothing more boring than to bite into pasta that is being cooked in normal water. So remember, salt your water with a big pinch of salt. It makes all the difference. Don't be a moron. Keep your heat on high and add a good splash of olive oil to your pan. About 2 to 3 tablespoons will do. Once the oil is hot, add in your diced onions, and the idea right now is actually sweat the onions, not fry them. So we do not want to see any browning on them whatsoever. What we want to do is just lightly cook them until they become slightly translucent, which should take about a minute. It should look something like this. So it's at this stage that you want to add your salmon to the pan, so go ahead and add all of your diced salmon to the pan. Proceed to cook your salmon for about 3 to 4 minutes. What we're looking for is a little bit of browning on the salmon. And that's it, it's not rocket science. It's at this stage that you want to add your fettuccine to the boiling water. Just follow the instructions on the packet, but most good fettuccines will take about 4 to 5 minutes to cook. So that is more than enough time for you to finish up the sauce and proceed to plate up. Once the salmon has been lightly browned, it's time to deglaze your pan. Add in your white wine and let it boil down to half its initial volume. This is called deglazing the pan and it's meant to take out all the good bits, all the flavors from the bottom of the pan. If you do not take alcohol, you can always switch out the wine for chicken stock or fish stock. Once the liquid has been reduced by half, it's time to add in the cream. Add in your dill and give your pan a few good shakes and stirs to let everything come together. And then bring the mixture up back to a boil. It's at this point as well that you want to season your sauce with salt and black pepper. Once your fettuccine is cooked, just add it straight to the sauce. It's that simple. Give the pan a few good shakes and tosses to get everything mixed together. Do not overmix this thing though, you do not want to end up with fish flakes on your plate. It's time to plate up your pasta. Just stack it up on your plate however you like. Go ahead, I won't judge. Yeah, don't worry, I didn't forget about the arugula. We're going to turn this into a simple salad. Just drizzle on a bit of olive oil and a pinch of salt. Do not season this with pepper though, cause arugula in itself is a little bit peppery. Just give it a good mix and set it to the side of the plate. Well, I hope you enjoyed this very simple recipe. If you enjoy content like this, do consider giving this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you soon for another recipe. Bye!